Hello, and thanks for checking out this video. This is my 2023 digital journal. I am currently running this on a 10.9-inch iPad Air, and I'm using the GoodNotes app to run it. It's a formatted PDF, so you should be able to use this in other applications or on other devices, but the functionality may not be exactly the same. This is the application that I prefer to use, so this is how I built it with this in mind. So I'd just like to kind of take you through it now. So this is the cover page here. If I turn the page, the first page that we see is some things that I like to have as reference material, as things, as reminders, things that I like to look at every once in a while, such as Dr. Swindle's attitude quote there and the Mexican fisherman story. I also have Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, just a reference in here of that, as well as David Allen's Getting Things Done. Some things regarding finances, so Dave Ramsey's Baby Steps on the left-hand side and Jesse Meekum's You Need a Budget rules are on the right-hand side. Project management flow chart here, and some tools regarding process improvement, decision making, and problem solving, and more of that on this page. On this page here is very similar to the Franklin Covey day planner. So it's not something that I use very often, but if I ever wanted to, then I have a copy of it here that I can make a copy of and insert it in later into the planner. This is the annual view of the 2023 calendar, and this is pretty much the control center for the calendar itself, or the planner itself. If I click on this icon at the very top, or this graphic that says front cover, takes us back to that initial screen that we saw. And if I want to skip over all of those other things, which you can delete, either ignore them or you can delete them if they're not useful to you. You can add your own in there. It won't cause issues with the hyperlinks within the document. But if you wanted to skip all of those things, then just by tapping on the 2023 here on the front cover, that brings us to the calendar view that we were just at. So within this view here, each of the months are hyperlinked. It will take us from a annual view to a little more detailed monthly view. So from this page, you might be able to use it as reference and maybe make a couple of notes on here, but not a lot of room to actually plan things. So if I click on January at the very top of the January box, it takes us to a January 2023 monthly view page. So I can make my notes in here. And if I want to go back to that annual view, I click on the 2023 at the very top, and we're back to that same page. Same thing in February. If I click on the February, now I'm in the February monthly view. From here on the very left-hand side, each of the monthly view calendars are hyperlinked. So that way, as you click on the Sunday block, the start of the week, so for instance, I will click on February 12th, and it's going to take me to a weekly view where I can now plan out my week. I can add some additional details to notes and so forth. If I want to go back to that monthly view, I click on February here at the top, and now I'm back in February as a monthly view. Click on the 19th, and I can see my week for the 19th of February. Now, if I want to go all the way back to that annual view, I can click on the 2023 or tap on it here at the top. And now I'm back to the 2023 annual view. So if I go into March, I can tap on that. I'll tap on the 12th. So now I'm into the week view. Now, if I turn the page on this, I have 2 blank pages of grid paper where I can take some notes. Again, I don't necessarily need a page for every day. I'm just not taking notes quite that detailed. So this works really well for me. If I needed more pages, of course, I can just tap, click the plus symbol up here, and then I would just click the current template and add another page, another blank page, so that way I have more pages to work with. From this page here, I can either swipe back to get to my weekly view, or if I'm on this page and I know I want to jump back to the annual view at the very bottom right hand corner, each of these pages has the word calendar. If I click on that, it takes me back to this view here. I'm going to click on May, and here again I have my monthly view. At the very bottom, I'm going to go into the week of the 28th of May. So now I've got May 28th through the 31st, and then we start into June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. So if I want to go back to May, I click on May, and I see that. But if I'm already in June, let's say I'm making my notes in June 2nd here, if I tap June here at the top, then it takes me to the June 2023 monthly view. And then I can click into each of those or tap into each of those and see the week for each of those weeks within June. Tapping on 2023 takes me back to the annual view. Going into December, it functions pretty much the same. The only difference is when I get to the last week of December, I'll click on or tap on December 31st. And we not only end December, but we start January of 2024. So if I tap on December, I get the month view, go back in, tap on 2023, I get the annual view, go back in December, tap on the 31st. Now if I click on 2024, I see a 2024 annual calendar view. From there, I can tap on January and it takes me back to that same week view that I just saw. Back to that 2024. Now, we're only a couple of pages, so we can scroll back. Here's the 2023 that we were initially on. Here's the 2024 page. So it's right there in the document, but it is hyperlinked for easy navigation. The only other thing that I want to show you is at the time of recording here, it's December of 2022, and maybe you're not currently using a digital planner, so you'd want to get started now. If you click on or tap on the Calendarpedia logo at the top right corner there, it takes you to kind of a hidden December of 2022 month view calendar, but it functions the same way as we were just discussing. So if I tap on the 4th of December, I have my weekly view. I can scroll over and I still have my pages to get started. If I tap on December, I'm back to that annual or to the monthly view there. If I tap on the 25th, now, if I tap on 2022 to get back to the annual view, there is no 2022 annual view. It is just going to take us to the 2023 calendar. So if I tap on that front cover, once again, we're back to the main page or that initial page. So if you found this interesting and you want to give it a try, there's going to be a link in the description where you can download a copy of this for free. If you don't like it, no worries, you just delete it, and thank you for your attention. If you do like it, then you're welcome to use it. If you love it and you think that this has saved you time and maybe even some money, if you tap on my name there on the bottom left-hand corner, it does initiate a link to Venmo, where should you feel so inclined and you wish to buy me a coffee or something like that, then you're free to do so there, and that would be greatly appreciated. Thanks for your time, and I hope you have found this useful.